Hey everybody, it's Helen Hillix. I did a really great video about this topic 2 seconds ago, but I forgot to record it, so I get to do it over again. I'm Helen Hillix again, intuitive counselor and licensed therapist, and you have found me because you're looking for sacred sexuality. And I'm hoping that I'll think of something that I didn't think of on the last video and that I'll remember what I said on the last video so I can share it with you. But I want to first of all thank you for looking up the topic of sacred sexuality and for visiting me and hearing what I have to say about it. Because our society does not support sacred sexuality. It's the farthest thing from the mind of our society, isn't it? And so I am appreciative and touched by the fact that you're out there looking for that topic because it matters. If we were taught how to have sacred sexuality from the time we're young teenagers, learning about our own bodies and having that be a sacred experience all the way through the relationships that we have in our lives, oh my gosh, that would change the world. It would eliminate all this stuff about, you've got to be hot and you've got to look hot and you've got to have this body part and that body part and this kind of hair. It has nothing to do with that, does it? Sacred sexuality is an experience of connecting on the physical plane what is already connected on the spiritual plane. I'm going to say that again. Sacred sexuality is connecting on the physical plane what is already connected on the spiritual plane. And if we had that attitude about sexuality in our world today, there would be no rape, there would be no sexual harassment, there would be no pedophilia, there would be no self-hatred about sexuality. It would be a completely different world, wouldn't it? And I'm hoping for that. I'm hoping for that. And I'm working for that. And I'm taking a stand for that. And I want to say something else, that I have a ton of experience with this topic, both personally and professionally. I have a ton of exercises that help create sacred sexuality. And I want to say that we can't have sacred sexuality if we don't have sacred connections. And we can't have sacred connections if we have a lot of chaos and resentment in our daily lives, can we? We cannot hope that some exercises and practices that we develop in the bedroom are going to be completely different from the way we treat each other outside the bedroom, can we? So I want to say that because I think we need to think of it, we get to think of it as just one aspect of a sacred life. And whether you are on my YouTube channel, my podcast, which is From My Heart to Yours, on my Instagram account or my Facebook accounts at Helen Hillix, you will find all kinds of support for the mind-body-spirit connection, for healing of past traumas, for life skills and daily life skills and life tools that help us to treat each other in a loving, respectful way, that empower us to be able to clean up conflicts and mistakes that we've made with one another, and use those tools in a way with each other every single day to keep our relationships clean and clear and connected and sacred. To hold our relationships sacred is really the key to sacred sexuality. Again, we cannot believe that we can be disrespectful and unloving or uncaring or dismissive in any way to our partners and then go in the bedroom and think we're going to create sacred sexuality. It's just not going to happen, is it? So please connect to my podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, Radio, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts. Please look at all the different videos that are available on this YouTube channel and look at my Instagram and Facebook and follow me and subscribe all over the place. Rate it and review it and share it out, because the more we get out this information, the better, right, guys? If we want to change our world, we get to change the way we view things. And having sacred relationships is the essence of it. I heard a couple the other day, the people who initiated the Imago couples therapy. I can't remember their names right now. Harlan and Helen, I think, were their names. But they were talking about how healthy, functioning couples are the absolute foundation of a healthy society. And that's, you know, it may not sound exactly the same, but sacred sexuality and having sacred connections with people, that's what makes happy, healthy couples. So having sacred sexuality is an absolutely immensely powerful piece that you can contribute to having a healthy, powerful society where everybody gets our needs met. If we had really sacred relationships and sacred sexuality, then we're going to have happy families and we're going to have happy children. And those children are going to grow up to understand sacred relationships and sacred sexuality. We're going to be able to eliminate all these horrible, painful problems that end up being manifested sexually, whether it's rape, sexual harassment, pedophilia, you know, taking advantage of people in the workplace, you know, whatever manifestation comes from it would be eliminated. So I want to just say thank you for you looking for this topic, because you can make a huge difference in the world by really embracing and practicing and strengthening your ability to have sacred relationships and sacred sexuality. So I would love to support you in any way I can. I love offering all this free information and material that I offer on my podcast, my videos here on YouTube, my Instagram and Facebook posts every day. I love offering the world all this information because I've learned a lot in 35 years of being an intuitive counselor and licensed therapist. And I've learned a lot in my 69 years of being a woman on this earth, having relationships. So guys, I love you. I love humanity. I want to make a difference, and I know you want to make a difference too. And that's why you're seeking out support for sacred sexuality. And if you'd like to work with me or explore the idea of working with me individually or as a couple, you can connect with me at helenhillix.com, or you can look up and get more information on my website and contact me that way, which is helenhillix.com. So I love you guys. I hope you will subscribe and follow me and share out my information. And I hope you will visit me often and soon. And for today, it's from my heart to yours. Love you guys.